Up to this point, we've been looking mainly at points and points plotted on the coordinate system. Let's take a look at how we would work with some geometric figures on the coordinate system. Geometric figures are, of course, just a series of points plotted and connected by lines here. So let's take a second and find the coordinates of each vertex in the polygons below. First, we might want to talk about what a vertex is. A vertex is a point. Just a point. There's a vertex, there's a vertex, there's a vertex, there's a vertex. It's where two lines come together, two or more lines come together. That's called a vertex. So let's find the coordinates for each vertex in the polygon below. So here's number 1. What are our coordinates? The coordinates for A, let's travel over along our x-axis, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll travel along our y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our coordinates are 3, 5. 3, 5. Coordinates for B, traveling along our x-axis, takes us to 5. And along our y-axis to 3. It looks like that's just a little bit below there, but that's a mess up. So 5, 3 for point B. 5, 3. And how about C? X-axis is 2, y-axis is 1. 2, 1. And finally D. 1 along the x-axis, 3 along the y. So 1, 3. And those are all our vertices. The plural of vertex is vertices. All the vertices of our shape. And real quickly, we can take a look at the triangle as well. This one, as you notice, number 1 was all in one coordinate. So they're all the same signs. We have positive, 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 positive. All of those are positive, positive. This one is spread along 3 different coordinates. So let's find the coordinates for point A. Point A, we travel along the x-axis to -2, along the y-axis to +2. -2, +2. Let's go to B, down this way. B, we travel along the x-axis to +2, down the y-axis to -3. So our coordinates are 2 and -3. Finally, we come to C. We travel along the x-axis to -4. And then down the y-axis to -3. So we wind up with -4, -3 for our coordinates. And remember, all a geometric figure or a polygon or a triangle, as this is, all those things are figures made up of points connected by lines. And those points are called vertices. So let's try this. Let's plot the points below and then construct and identify. It wants us to tell us what the shape is. We're going to construct and identify the geometric figure. Alright, so let's find the points. 2, 3. Traveling along the x-axis to 2 and then up the y-axis to 3. For number 2, we're going to travel to 6, 3. So travel along the x-axis to 6, up to 3. 6, 3. For number 3, point number 3, we travel along the x-axis to 2, and then we've got a -1 for our y-coordinate, so we go down 1, 2, 1. Lastly, for number 4, travel along our x-axis to point 6, to coordinate 6, and then down 1 again to point y. Now I am going to, just to make it look a little bit nicer, I'm going to use some lines to connect here, and we'll go from one to the other. There's 1, and here's 1, and here's 1, and here's 1. What shape is that? Well, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This side is 4, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that side is 4. So that shape is a rectangle. Yes and no. It's a rectangle, but it's this very special kind of rectangle called a square. So we've got a square, and now we have constructed and identified our shape. And there you go. So you should be set up to do the homework in section 5, 6. Section 5, 6, and go.